First of all, okay, the day after, I know you knew you were not going to be there. Yeah, Modella the body.
Okay.
I don't know.
Very well.
1 month in Big Brother's house. First of all, okay, the day after, I know you knew you were not going to be there till the end anyways.
Yes,
So were you surprised at how long you stayed, or did you want to stay some more?
Well, I would have loved to stay. So, of course, everybody wants to stay till day 72, the famous day 72. But, of course, I knew I was not going to stay for so long. And I just, So, it wasn't like a shock thing. Of course, I was happy. I think you told me I'm the first evicted housemate that is happy. Of course, I'm aware I'll leave after 4 weeks. So, yeah.
So, what went through your mind when you were told you were going to be a fake housemate? Did you just want to go, you know what, I'm not doing it again? Or what made you still want to do it?
Well, I know deep down that I really need this platform, but I was down. Like, I've never felt less of myself before in my life. I'm a very confident person. I'm outspoken. I can go anywhere, kill it. You know, I was just like, I'm going to win this money. But, you know, at that point, I kind of like, it threw me off balance. You know, I didn't have time to process. It was that morning when I was going in, they just told me, and I didn't want to get to the house. So I was not as excited as I should have been. You know, I'm going to Big Brother, the famous. I was not that excited. Like, it was just like, well, I just have to go. I'm ready. I've gone too far to pull back at this point. So I was not happy. I'm not going to lie about it. It was, I don't know, maybe I would have played the game better if I went as a normal house. Because I got them, I'm like, are people telling me these people are better than me? But regardless, you know, life goes on.
But you know the interesting thing about being a fake housemate, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're better than you. Maybe they saw something in you that could stir the housemates up much more than anything else. Because they usually find someone who can trigger people in some way. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. But I mean, I think at the start of the show, I think it was a video that we played before you walked on stage. You said something about being the content queen. Do you think you brought that to the show?
Well, what I would just say is just that. So when I was going on the show, all I told myself is that my first name is Esther. Esther, you're gonna be yourself on this show. You're gonna just, because it's a live show, like your lifestyle and everything. Of course, I'm an actress. I can decide to act, but I was like, I'm not going there to act. I just want to be myself. So I don't know, honestly, because I cannot tell for myself. People would be the ones to tell me whatever it is. But the content queen I was referring to is that I was a content creator before going on. So I love to do content, love to create this content, this, that. And of course, content can as well relate to being dramatic. But I would not say I was exactly like dramatic. And about my tax, I don't know, should we go into that yet? Or?
Go on.
Okay, about my tax. So I think I did not really know the role of a fake housemate. Yeah, I did not know. Because, you know, I was just going on the show like, okay, I want to go and be myself, I want to go. I didn't know fake housemate came very late and I didn't have time to process it. And I did not even know that, okay, if you're going as a fake housemate, you have a role to play. I had no idea. I just wanted to just go and be myself. So when they told me about the whole thing and my real self, if I wanted to like kill that tax, I would have had to act it. And that would have taken me off the place of being myself on the show. So I was just in the middle, like, I don't know, it was just what it was.
Let's come back to you now. I know you had like a mission, Big Brother gave you assignments and all of that. But this Brian situation, was there any point, so it's a two-part question, was there at any point where you started having like, it's actually not that bad, maybe this could be a thing? Secondly, could you tell that he really liked you? And did you at any point feel like, maybe I should, you know, or was that why you started trying to step back? Both of you actually, I think at some point started trying to go back. But what do you think of that situation?
So Brian is really, really cool. I thought he's smart, cool, young, talented. And I told him the first connection I had with you was the fact that my sister sings. You sing. My sister would always sing and the store was in the house. I'm like, okay, now you get voice, comfort, calm down. But, you know, we started getting clues. I like him. But I didn't go into the house to like have a ship. Of course, you don't plan things happen. I liked him. I made him know that I like you, but I really do not want a ship. And he was open to whatever.
Did he say goodbye yesterday? Because it looked like he didn't hug you.
How did you feel about that? No, I didn't feel bad. So I had, like, my time was almost up. I would have gone to hug him. Because we had a slight issue before I left. And I tried, and I tried to settle things. So I was trying so hard to settle things because I knew that my time was up on the show. And I didn't want to leave it. So I'm sure I don't know if he regrets it or whatever, but I don't judge him for it. I just feel like he was trying to process it. So at this point now, he can now put 1 + 1 together. Oh, so she was not fine because she was a fake housemate. Oh, she was, you know, so I'm sure he had like this long time trying to process
what just happened.
Yes. So it's not even, well, of course we'll see after the show and everybody will be cool. Yeah.
Who was your favorite housemate?
Favorite housemate? Well, I'll say Brian. Because I spent more time with Brian. I saw Brian and I told him that like, I'm so happy for you. Like, you're 22 and you're here. Like, if I was 22 and I'm here, like, Chike, you're 22, you have your shit, and he's so talented and he's my favorite. Like, I want him to win.
Fair enough. So, I mean, you spent 4 weeks with Brian and Daniela. I know you're very close to Daniela. You're very cool with Brian. But don't you cry yesterday?
For
after
me?
you left.
For real?
I mean, I don't know if anything else was making her cry, but she talked about the fact that Modella, come back, you know, it was on and on.
Yes.
And it was just a week's friendship. You guys got really close. But she has also had a lot of drama in her house, and with the merger, she's kind of pulled back a bit, but she's had a lot. What do you think of her?
I think Doyin is a very, very beautiful and amazing person. Me and Doyin, we've had times that we talk. I was about Yoruba. Our last party, like, I'm on Yoruba. You know, we're just vibing. I like Doyin so much.
Okay, so there was a point where Kes said he wanted to take her as a second wife. I mean, I don't know if he was joking, but he probably was. But what did you think of that? Or what do you think of Kes?
I think Kes is cool. I think Kes is bold, is blunt. He'll tell you the truth. He's that adult that can call you back. When Fina started the old relationship, she called her, Fina, you're missing out on your game, you know. I just see Kes as like a cool, like, big brother. Do you understand? Yeah. That we can be friends, but nothing outside that. I mean, you're married, bro.
We talked a little bit about it on stage yesterday, but I want to find out probably in more detail. What's the plan for Modella now that the show is over? I know you have this whole skincare thing you talk about. You're an actress. Congratulations on the show, Max Wayne. And I can't stop talking about that's your outfit in the fashion and art week.
Thank you.
You should have seen Twitter that day. Everybody was like, there's no way this girl did not carry sewing machine. Sorry, seriously, the whole country was like, the whole continent was confused when you walked out. Your outfit was amazing.
Thank you.
So we didn't even know you had all those sides. So what's going to come up next for you?
Well, you guys should look forward to Modella the actress, Modella the host, Modella the presenter. So I just want to go into entertainment full time, and I'm a model. You know, I've got a nice body.
You can't waste it.
I can't waste this body, you know.
But that's very exciting to hear. I mean, it means we're going to be seeing more of you on our screens, and we can't wait to see all of that. But before we go now, I know you've told us who you're rooting for, who you like, and all of that. But who do you think will win?
I think Brian will win.
You think Brian will win?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll see how this pans out at the end of the show. Thanks a lot for joining us today.
Thank you.
All the best with everything. Thanks for killing it on the show.
Thank you. I hope I did.
Confusing a few people.
Really? Why? Is it me and Brian?
A few housemates.
Oh, right.
But wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, Eviction.
Modella, everybody.
Yeah.
Bbnaija. Yeah.